What do you know about Liverpool?
I know the Beatles are from there, and that's about it, so.
I'm really looking forward to getting to Liverpool to see what the crowd's like. You know, I mean, the European crowds are really enthusiastic.
Our team sort of knows exactly what we need to do, and I feel the boys are even more hungry than they have ever been. So I'd say look out Liverpool, Australia's coming.
Getting a little bit nervous as well, you know. I think there's a bit of pressure, but, you know, I'm going to try and forget about that and just do my best.
I always perform better in front of a big audience, so the big stage is for me.
Once the English people get to watch timber sports for the first time live, I think they'll love it, and I'm sure they're going to support all the teams that are out there competing.
The STIHL Timbersports United States relay team has traveled to Liverpool, England to compete against the best teams in the world. Their goal, return to the medal stand after a 2-year absence. The first step, complete the time trials in under a minute and hopefully become one of the top 4 seeds.
We made top 4, which is always the goal. We were under a minute, which again, that's our goal. And but we feel like we've got about almost 10 seconds that we can pick up from our last run. And 10 seconds will put us right in it for gold, silver in that range. So hopefully we'll pick up that, you know, at least half of that 10 in this round and reassess what we're doing from there. Everyone is going to chop the way they chop and saw the way they saw us. So there's not a lot of time to be gained in working on that at this point. These are already the best guys. So really you can gain a half a second here, half a second there by practicing the transition between the events and moving quicker. There's no baton handoff in this sport. So it's all being able to recognize when it's time to go.
Lowering transition times from each event was a top priority of Team USA as they trained in rural England before heading to Liverpool.
So we're here in Clifton upon Thames in UK. For team organization and just team spirit and team unity, it's great doing that because then it's just like, you know, y'all get zeroed in at the same time. So like hopefully when it comes to the 3, 2, 1 go, everybody's firing on all cylinders. At home, we're all competing against each other for the individual title, but I feel like we come away with it as more of a unified team, just because we know what individual event that we're doing and try to bring that to the table. Our team manager, Mike Slingerland, kind of helps us out to figure out, you know, who's probably better off in which discipline. Just using the iPad to see what the transitions are like between, like is there a cue that we can use to go between disciplines, and I think it just helps for a smoother transition, not necessarily like trying to get fast transition, but it does definitely do that, but it's more about being smooth. So in a sense, we do what we do the best and just add it to the team.
Getting ready to carry in the flag and show everyone the greatest country on earth real quick.
Team USA's Rainer Shooter, the winner of the 2018 STIHL Timbersports Collegiate Championship, will carry the colors for the United States as they enter the arena.
Oh, it's pretty cool carrying this. I look up to David Moses a lot, and he got to carry this flag in, being, you know, Native American as well. So to do the same thing here, you know, means a lot. So my mom's Mohican and my dad's Menominee Indian.
Fans fill the arena in Liverpool and the teams make their entrance. Team USA is considered one of the favorites to medal, but parity throughout the field has dwindled in recent years.
Right now, they call us the overseas teams. You got the U.S. and Canada, Australia and New Zealand. That's what the European organizers call the overseas teams. And they're really, until they get knocked off, they're the 4 best teams. We're no longer at the point where the top 4 teams can just cruise into the semis. We actually have to put up good cuts because the European teams are getting a lot better.
After the time trial, Team USA subs Jason Lentz in for Adam LaSalle, who's nursing a strained back. The head-to-head field of 16 is set. To take the gold medal, a team will have to win 4 matches. Lose once, and you're out. The United States will take on Turkey.
Next, Team USA against Turkey. Go! See how these guys do. Right away into the action with that stock saw. The United States getting a good start here. Turkey on the far side with a slight advantage. And it looks like Turkey dropped that cookie first, going to the underhand chop. Murat Bas for the Turkish side. And Matthew Slingerland for the American side. Murat Bas is a beast. Oh, but he got that axe really caught in there 2 times, in fact. And Slingerland moves over to the other side ahead of Murat Bas and beats him in the underhand chop. And now moving over to big Jason Lenz with the long strokes on that single buck. And finally it's Balaban getting into the action. He's got a bit of a shorter, stockier stroke there, but he's got a lot of power behind him. And now moving over to Matthew Kogar for the Americans on that standing block. The Americans with a distinct advantage as Kogar moves over to the other side of that block. He should have it down fairly quickly. Turkey well behind, although Matthew did get that axe caught, but he knocked the block off at 55.09. Turkey coming in to try and finally get that block off the top. They've just gone past the minute mark, and that is a bit disappointing for the Turkish side, as they are quite a strong team. But today the U.S. was just a little bit better. Turkey getting a 1:10.75.
We are happy with the result, actually. We were against USA. Last year we lost to them. This year we lost again. But next year we might win.
A good first match. We went up against Turkey, and we switched up the team just a hair more, and I think it worked a good bit. And Maddie had a great underhand. So I think depending on the other guys, we might actually keep that team the same way. So we'll have to sort of wait it out, I guess.
Here are the matchups for the quarterfinals. Sweden against New Zealand, Poland against the USA, Germany against Canada, and the Czech Republic against Australia.
Team USA continues on their medal quest, but one member is dealing with an illness that could hinder their chances to advance to the next round.